look, if you ever drank Folgers coffee, I've had something to do with that, as well as the introduction of the gourmet flavors of Folgers and Citrusile orange juice, Sunny Delight, a ton of food and beverage brands. But at one point, I decided to take a deeper dive into actual nutrition. I came into this side of our industry where I met an incredible human being named Roger Hill. Now, the thing that struck me about Roger, out of all the people I've met over the course of my career, Roger stood out. And the thing that struck me was his intellect, his mind, his brain, I believe, is a gift from God. He's able to take everything in and analyze it in real time and then move forward with a decision. It is great. I call it the ability to find the corners in a circle. Roger can do it. And that intellect served him well, that ability served him well in his career at NASA. Roger used to hold regular meetings with people you can read about in the history books. And if that wasn't great enough, imagine being recruited away from NASA by the Pentagon. Roger answered their request and spent years at the Pentagon. During both of those careers, he started doing his own personal deep dive into health and nutrition for family reasons and for personal reasons. But as you might expect with the way his mind works, he did not take the chemical route. He looked at nature. He looked at the synergy of the combinations when things are combined and the greater good that comes from that, the unique good that comes from that, and just tremendous research on his part. He brought his knowledge, that tremendous brain, and all of his success here to MoreMito and planted his flag. He runs our company. He's our CEO, and we're blessed that that's the case.
Make sure you get your
We're also
your
blessed
drinks,
that he
your
partnered
snacks,
with a brilliant research scientist, a gentleman named Dr. Bevan
notebooks,
Elliott. Dr. Bevan
computers,
has not just
pens,
created a product
so
line
that you
for
can
us that's unique.
take this information.
Excuse me. He's created
You don't want to
a
miss it.
delivery system that is the secret to the way our products work. Look, it doesn't matter what you put in something if your body can't use it. If you've ever taken a vitamin C tablet and the next time you go to the bathroom, it's all yellow and orange, that's your body not using the vitamin C tablet. It's expelling it. It didn't use it. And Dr. Bevan found a way with XDS technology, unique to us. It's our delivery system that allows our ingredients not just to get through your cell walls, but deeper through the walls of your mitochondria and actually increase the mitochondria in your body. Now, that's critically important because you've been losing mitochondria your entire life. Mitochondria is the power of your cells. It's the thing that generates the ability for your body to operate. And you've been losing it since you were a kid. It's been destroyed. You're looking at 50% in your 50s or 60s, 10% left in your 70s or 80s. Think about when your hair starts to change color. When do you need to start to wear glasses? When do you visit the doctor more often for aches and pains? Look,
again, make
they
sure
call
you get
it
your
aging,
drinks,
but it's your body
snacks,
running out of mitochondria. Dr. Bevan found a way to
paper,
increase it back
so
to the
you can
age
take
when you were a
notes. You
kid.
don't want to miss
And
any of
guess
this
what? Your body
information
starts to
on how
work
to
again
build
the way
your
it's supposed to,
mitochondria
the
up,
way it used to.
so
The way
that you
it
can
did
have
before
life
life and the
longevity.
environment started tearing your body down. And that means we've got a one-of-a-kind product. There's nothing else like MoreMito. You only get it from our company,
There's
and
nothing else
people
like it.
only get it from you. And that you don't run to Walmart and get anything like it. So to hear more about all of this, I'm going to turn the call over now. We're going to hear from our CEO, Roger Hill. We're going to give this a shot. Roger is traveling, but he gave us a recorded message.
Ready to be with you, Dale.
Great meeting, Horace. You're coming through strong and clear. Take it away.
Outstanding. And once again, so great to be with so many of you. You took time to join us from wherever in the world you are. We really appreciate it. You know, at MoreMito, we do health and wellness calls every week. Why do we do that? Well, we just talk about our products and the technology all the time, so they're super. Because you need to know more than that. We address various health topics that are important to your health that you need to understand more about. We're going to do that again today. In recent weeks, we talked about many things that had to do with the way your body works, you know, your heart, your brain. We talked about all your organ systems. Last week, we talked about pain, for example. But this week we're talking about how to maximize your immune system, get sick less often, recover faster, from both sickness and injury. We want to get into all of that. We've learned some things. We want to share that with you. But before we do, let me introduce you to us, especially if you're new. By now, you might know that we're a nutraceutical company and that we're noted for making some profoundly effective products for people and their pets. I think there's a real good reason for that.
Yes.
It has to do with some technology that our scientist, Dr. Bevan, and that I'll be joining in a few days in Greenville, South Carolina, where our lab is. There, he is pioneering a new way to make all of us healthier. What does he want to do? How does he want to do that? He wants to regrow what's called your mitochondria. But that's where the energy you run your life comes from, right? Here's how important they are. You don't have a heartbeat, you don't take a breath, and you don't think a thought that is not powered by your mitochondria. But there's a story behind it that you need to understand. As you've been going through life, you've been losing these mitochondria since you were very young, right? And I'm not just talking about those you got old. You're losing because of these various diseases you got into. COVID, for example, lost and killed a lot of your mitochondria. You got that, and you didn't get them all back. High blood pressure, high blood sugar, all those things exhaust and kill mitochondria at an accelerated rate. And let's not even, talk about the environment. We live in an increasingly toxic environment. We get into lots of things, including just some common things you might have put on your lawn that kill your mitochondria, serial killers of mitochondria, I like to call them, right? Then there's medications that we're prescribed for diseases. They help us on one hand kill mitochondria and others. And
they kill your mitochondria.
Right? And then, it's have about 6 or so from your mitochondria. What does that in your body help work better? Answer, nothing. Okay? So what we want to do is help you reverse that, because you look through your life as you got older, meaning you don't see as well as you used to, right? That's lost of mitochondria. Okay? You figured out probably by now that you're not as strong and don't have as much damage as you used to, lost mitochondria once again. How about the way your body manages its vital systems? Talking about your blood pressure, your blood sugar, how you manage your weight. All those things are related to how much mitochondria you have left to do that with. Okay, I hope I'm making some sense to you. All right? Then there's our immune system that we're going to get into today. You start out with all this very vibrant mitochondria stuff that happens in your body in a maximum way. But as you've lost those mitochondria, how can your body defend you as well as it once did? Short answer, it can. Okay? So what Dr. Alford and MoreMito want to do is we want to provide you with the technology to let you regrow that mitochondria. His research showed us what kind of things that were available to do that with. They weren't good enough. He had created a special technology called XDS. That stands for exponential delivery system. With that, he can amp those up. He can take them to a level they could never reach before. Okay? And get all the way, not just in the bloodstream, other people can do that, but all the way in your mitochondria, because that's where the real magic can happen. We're going to talk about this, including our product line that Dale's about to tell you about. It's called UltraMito, as in Ultra Mitochondria. That's what that technology is. Dale.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, the first product I want to mention is called Rejuvenate. It's our topical cream. It's for your skin from head to toe. You put it in your hair, massage it into your scalp, and it's for anything that disturbs your skin. That could be a scratch, a scrape, a cut, a bump, a mole, a blemish, anything disturbing your skin. Listen, we've got testimonials in the back office, a huge, powerful library. Some of those testimonials are about the impact Rejuvenate has had on serious varicose veins, on cellulite, on stretch marks, even the lines on your face. And it does all of what it does because it doesn't just sit on your skin, it soaks through your skin, soaks down to the bone, helps with your ligaments, your tendons, with your muscles and your joints. And speaking of hands and feet and joints, look, if you or anybody you know has a condition in your hands or feet that could start as tingling and become incredibly severe, then you're going to want to utilize Rejuvenate. It's going to be the answer for everything I just mentioned and more. Listen to the testimonials and gain some knowledge and gain some relief. Next, I want to talk about Restore 3.0. It's our first third-generation product, and Dr. Bevan has truly created something incredible using a base of 2 ancient superfoods, olive oil with olive leaf and black seed. They've both been used for thousands of years because of the benefits they provide to the human condition. They mention olive oil in the Bible. They found black seed when they opened King Tut's tomb. But Dr. Bevan has researched, studied, and taken several elements of each and uses them in a special way with olive oil. He uses several elements to tune up and detoxify your cells while increasing your mitochondria. Now, I'll say it again. That's the thing that sets us apart. That's what makes us unique, one of a kind. That's our name, MoreMito, short for mitochondria. And as we've said, when you can increase the mitochondria back to the age when you were a kid, your body starts to work the way it used to, the way it's meant to, the way it did before life and the environment started tearing your body down. Flaxseed is used to increase your energy, but it's cellular energy. It's steady. It's strong. There's no jitters. It's not like a hit of caffeine or sugar with a big, energy hit followed by a deep crash. Cellular energy is steady. That means you get to live life again to its fullest on your terms. You can start and complete a task without a need to stop and rest. You can say goodbye to your brain fog. You think clearly again. Something strenuous, like a long bike ride, that has a short recovery time. I'll say it again. You get to live life to its fullest on your terms without a need to rest and watch it all pass you by. And I've only mentioned 2 of the 44 ingredients Dr. Bevan has used to create Restore 3.0. Go to your website, go to your person's website who invited you to this call, read the details, read the ingredients. Listen, the blending of those ingredients, 44 of them, is critical to the success of Restore 3.0. Dr. Bevan will tell you, if you take a handful of vitamins, you're lucky if a third is in a complete waste, overpowered and canceled out by other things in that handful of vitamins. Everything has to be in the proper proportion to itself to achieve what it is supposed to achieve. And of course, the most important thing is XDS to allow your body to use it. So, unique, one-of-a-kind product. Look, this isn't pouring things into a pot, stirring them up, and putting them in a bottle. It takes 8 weeks, start to finish, to make a bottle of Restore 3.0. And the results are unmatched and astounding. Next, I want to talk about our newest product. It's called Renew Brain and Body. Some of the ingredients you need to increase your mitochondria can't be delivered in a liquid base. Restore is an oil. So they have to be delivered dry. It needs created these small capsules with these final additional ingredients to help increase your mitochondria. Renew Brain and Body stands on the shoulders of Rejuvenate and Restore and completes the triad of products that increase your mitochondria. And look, some of the most important members of our family are not being left behind. They're here, and that's the pets that we own. The most viewed videos on the web are pet videos. We love them. People call themselves pet parents. Well, you've seen pets that are
can have
suffering.
both of these.
You've seen a dog that can hardly walk. It's hobbled. Sure, a second isn't running up and down the stairs anymore. You may have a cat that's become lethargic, just lays around hacking up fur balls. Pets suffer from a loss of mitochondria also. And they're closer to all the bad things in the environment that kill it. The chemicals we put on our rugs when we clean them. The things we put on the lawn to make it grow. You heard Roger mention Roundup. Pets are also allergic to a lot of the same things we are. When your car is covered in that golden snow of pollen, your pets are suffering from allergies. So bring them back quickly to puppy stage or kitten stage. Help them with Petlife. So 4 products: Restore, Renew, Rejuvenate, and Petlife. There's nothing like what these products do. And now we're going to get into some testimonials. We're also going to hear from Dr. Dan, who's going to share with us why the critical role that mitochondria plays in your health and in your immune system. Dr. Dan, would you share with us a few minutes before we jump into these testimonials, and we'll bring you back to handle some questions. Take it away, Dr. Dan.
Okay. I want to go back over some of the things I said Saturday. I like the statement that I forget if it's Patton or someone said, that the Army marches on its belly, which means that if you can't feed the Army and they're starving, they can't fight. They don't have the energy to fight. Well, your immune system, all the different kinds of immune cells, and there's a whole lot of different, that have different roles to play. It's like having an army that has all these different roles to play. The problem is, as we age, we don't feed that immune system like we once did. Inflammation has caused the immune system, just like it has the rest of your cells, to become inflamed, the membrane, and things don't get in. Well, the XDS technology changes all that. It delivers things into the mitochondria, and but into the larger cell is one thing. That's hard enough. But you got to realize, let's say a muscle cell has 5,000, someone that's fairly athletic, or does some exercise and stuff, has 5,000 little tiny mitochondria in a muscle cell. And the mitochondria it just makes up part of the cell. So you can imagine how tiny they are. They're actually the size of bacteria. So getting it in there and bringing that mitochondria alive, once you do that, now immune cells, it would vary on the type of immune cell and stuff, how much mitochondria it has. But if it doesn't have the mitochondria energy going on, it's lethargic, or it may be useless altogether. So waking it up, it allows itself to be detoxified so it can do its job, get rid of immune cells that are getting in the way, and get in there and clean up the body and protect you. So that's the first thing. Now, we do a lot of things to harm our immune system. We don't sleep enough. We spend too much time on the computer, which I've been on the computer most all day long.
All the time.
But let me give you something that we grew up being rewarded a lot of times when we were kids with sugar. Oh, if you do this, I'll let you have the candy bar. If you finish your meal, then you can have the dessert. Well, every time you drink a soda with real sugar in it, you get your own problems if you use some of the diet sodas. They destroy the flora, and 70 to 80% of your immune system takes place inside the gut, totally dependent on that good bacteria that it destroys. But sugar itself, when they measure the T cells that come out of the thymus gland, represses the immune system for 6 to 12 hours. So let's say you eat a pretty good meal, but you finish it off with something really sweet, and now you're around someone that's coughing a little bit, a little sick, or you fed something that's sick. If you hadn't repressed your immune system, you may not catch anything. But if you have repressed it, then you may be susceptible to it. And just that quick of knocking your immune system down, and it goes down quick. When the insulin goes up, when the sugar goes up, the insulin comes up, the immune system goes down if it spikes beyond the normal level. Now, we don't get enough sunlight, which we're dependent on sunlight for vitamin D, but also nitric oxide that kills things in the blood, as well as open up the blood vessels to lower blood pressure. Very, very important. And so we don't get enough sunlight. We don't drink enough good water, or you can drink herbal tea if you don't want to drink water, but don't load it up with sugar. I sometimes use stevia in it, but it's not supposed to affect your blood sugar. But a lot of those out there you think are healthy are not. Now, we've gotten too many antibiotics in our life, which has killed the good bacteria. When you go through the birth canal as a child, you pick up the good bacteria from your mother. And that was supposed to last you your whole life, but it might have got destroyed by the antibiotics you've been given. We don't get enough fiber in our diet. Fiber, the good bacteria, eats that fiber. It doesn't have any calories to us, but the bacteria grows, the healthy bacteria grows because of the fiber. It makes butyric acid, which we have and restore. That butyric acid makes the lining of the colon healthy, and it stops leaky gut where pathogens can get through and food particles can get through, creating autoimmune diseases. So that's very, very important. So we got to rest. We got to exercise. And Roger likes to talk about level 2 exercise, which we always just call aerobic exercise, where you're getting a little bit of shorter breath. You don't have to get extremely short of breath. That's anaerobic. There's a place for both of them. I do a combination of those. But level 2 exercise is like walking, bicycling, swimming, things that you could do. If you're doing them with someone, you could talk to them, but you'd be a little bit short of breath. If you can't sing, if you could sing, you're not going hard enough. Well, that puts you in an ideal area of fat burning, but it also allows you to stimulate your lymph system and your cardiovascular system, which is very, very important. It helps the body cleanse itself. So we got all those different things, and then taking the MoreMito, getting the mitochondria strong, and the antioxidants. You got to remember, a lot of these pathogens that take you down to kill you, like COVID and stuff like that, they're putting out a massive amount of free radicals. And those free radicals are normally controlled by systemic antioxidants like glutathione, catalase, SOD. But our body produces those, but doesn't produce them as easy as we get older. But we have ones in there like anthocyanin that's a fantastic one. It works on both sides of the cell wall. It's many times stronger than vitamin C, 600 times stronger. So it's very, very important. Well, we help buffer that. So though you may be sick, or though you may have a virus or bacteria, it can't make you sick if it can't get the free radicals going. So we've taken care of that side. We've done a lot of other things too to keep you strong and help you defend against it. So I'm going to give it back to you, Dale.
All right, thank you, Dr. Dan, and stick with us for questions and answers at the end. Listen, I'm going to ask Dr. Joy to speak with us too after we listen to some testimonials. And everyone, you may be joining us on the nutritional calls. You need to understand Dr. Dan has a tremendous background. He's got a master's in fitness science, a PhD in nutritional science. Dr. Joy, who we're going to hear from in a little bit, with some great ideas to help restore your immune system, also has a PhD in nutrition. They both just have a tremendous amount of knowledge, and when they speak, we're getting some tremendous information. So right now I want to listen to a few things. Dr. Dan brought us Nancy Buchanan. She's going to share parasites coming out of her face after taking Restore, and also there's a reference to cancer here. I want you to listen to this and understand sometimes our immune system, all we have to worry about is fighting the cold or the sniffles or the flu. Listen, your immune system is fighting parasites as well many times. Let's listen in.
Nancy, what question do you have for me?
I want to give my testimonial about the parasites. I just took this product, MoreMito, and the parasites, I was afraid to call anybody because I was grossed, but, we have to face it. I had parasites coming out of my face and out of my nose, and had pictures of it, and out of my legs. I mean, it was amazing. These white, long parasites were coming out. And
did you have it when you started
her
taking
face,
the product?
nose, and legs.
Yeah, I just started taking the MoreMito, a teaspoon in the morning, a teaspoon at night.
She's on the
Yeah, I
product.
think they called
Were
it.
She
you
was
putting
talking about a teaspoon of
Rejuvenate
this.
Gel and Restore on your face and legs too?
I didn't put very much of the gel. I think I was just taking it. I wasn't taking
Internally?
it, rubbing it in my face. Because I really didn't know I had them like this. It was unbelievable.
That is
So,
amazing.
She should have been rubbing this on her face as well.
I'm glad to hear that story.
She just didn't know.
That's an amazing story.
So that's all I used, and I'll tell you, this was amazing. Oh my God! And the other thing is, probably 25 years ago, maybe 30, I had been diagnosed with a breast cancer, and I found it and I felt it. And anyway, this doctor was rather alternative. He had the microscope. He showed me. He looked at my blood, and he showed me the parasites were housing the cancer cells.
Yeah.
And then he showed me
They
the
feed all that.
encyclopedia. It was true, and I saw it all.
Parasites cause a
And
lot
I
of
did
things
feel
when you
myself,
have parasites.
using Parasite Cleanse like crazy and changing my diet and get off all sugar. I mean, I did other things, but I'll tell you, I saw the parasites, and I saw them in the cancer cells. So they house the parasites house cancer cells.
Well, that's amazing.
Thank you so much.
And I'll talk to you again next week. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
That's why y'all need to be on Mito, because you
Isn't
don't
that
know. You might
astounding?
have
Some
some
of us,
parasites
we just
that
don't
need to
think
come out their
of
body.
parasites. Where would you get a parasite? If you're out in the wild drinking from a stream, you may get them. I read that if your dog licks your face, as our dogs do because we love them, you may get parasites. There's a lot of places you can get them. We just don't think we've got them. Well, listen, one way to combat them, if you've got them, is our products. Next, we're going to listen to
Get on the products, so
Dr.
if you
Ray
have them, you
Lewis
get
on
rid of them.
parathyroid cancer and his improvement with that particular issue. Then I'm going to point a few things out to you. Listen close. Dr. Lewis talks numbers, not just I think I feel good. Listen to this.
Dr. Lewis, good to meet you, and I'm really interested in knowing what your health concerns were before you met us.
All right. Well, I was introduced to your wonderful product about a year ago, I'm going to guess. So my friend Star just said this is... At that time, I was mainly concerned about high blood pressure. My father died of a stroke and had several heart attacks, and so I have inherited atherosclerosis. So I was concerned about that and high blood pressure, so I began taking the product. But in January of this year, I was diagnosed with hyperparathyroidism. So we all have 4 parathyroid glands. The blood work showed that my parathyroid hormone was seriously elevated. Normal is between 50 to 72. Mine was at 104. So in March, I was referred to a specialist, an endocrinologist, had more testing done. They found tumors on all 4 of my parathyroid glands. And as the hospital system often does, they recommended surgery. So I met with a surgeon who said that, well, this is kind of a complicated case. What we're going to have to do is open you up, and we're going to remove 3.5 of your parathyroid glands. But we need to let you know that the half that remains may die after the surgery, and you would be left with no parathyroid glands. Now, parathyroid glands are super important in the body. They not only control the calcium which goes to your bones, and that's another issue for me. I was also diagnosed with osteoporosis because the calcium that's supposed to be going to my bones is going into my bloodstream, but the parathyroid gland also produces the chemicals that allow our nerves and cells to fire. So our joints and nerves and everything can't function without the process of the hormones that come from the parathyroid gland. But anyway, if I were left with no parathyroid glands, I would have to be taking a calcium supplement every 2 hours for the rest of my life, and I would not have a very good quality of life. Well, this diagnosis and treatment did not thrill me at all. So as soon as I got off the phone, I made a few phone calls to some friends of mine, and Star and her friend heard my prayer request, and her friend prayed for me and said that God was going to heal me, and they made a donation to provide me with some of your products. So I did a lot of the Restore and put the other product, which the name escapes me right now, on my neck every 2, 3, 4 times a day.
Rejuvenate.
Rejuvenate. That's for the last 5 months now, I guess it's been. So I went back last week to have more tests done. So they did an ultrasound and a CT scan. The results of those tests showed that I have 1 tumor on one of my parathyroid glands. They could not see 3 of the other tumors. Also, my parathyroid hormone came down. This month it was 77. Just over normal, well below the 104 that it had been back in March. So I was just super thrilled to see those test results. You know, it's like, wow, whatever I'm doing is really, you know, making great progress. So that's awesome.
Glad he was
All
having
right, and that
progress,
is
you guys.
awesome, isn't it? Now listen,
Yes. Can you
there's
imagine having to take a
deeper
supplement every
thing
2
to be
hours?
learned from this story with Dr. Ray. You heard him say that he had cancer on all 4 of his parathyroid glands. This recording was done in August of 2023, and that went down to just one of his glands having this cancer. Well, listen, as soon as he got better, about a year after getting better, he stopped using our product, and a couple of years later, the cancer came back. And we see that happen more than once. Look, if you're exercising to lose weight
on
and
it
you
and
lose
stay
it,
on
you
it,
change your
okay?
diet so that you lose some weight and you improve your life. And then you go back to the old ways. You're eating donuts and cakes and you stop exercising. You're going to get all the bad things are going to come back. We've had a number of people that are using us again, by the way. But they used us, they got better, and they thought, and listen, it's basic human nature to think, okay, I'm good now. I don't need this stuff anymore. Wrong. You've been losing, think about it. You've been losing mitochondria your whole life. You're going to continue to lose it. You need to continue to replenish it and replace it, even if you get an antibiotic. Mitochondria is a biotic. It's going to destroy your mitochondria. So when you find something that's giving your body what it needs to achieve what it can achieve, for gosh sakes, don't stop using it, okay? Keep using it. All right, let's take a listen now to Bay Goodman and Grace White. They're going to talk about a recovery from gunshot wounds. We're going to touch on tingling in the brain, nerve twitching, possibly a detox, parasites again, cloudy vision. You hear me say this all the time. Multiple things happen for each person. And think about this parathyroid cancer that was just dramatically changed. Everybody, we're not talking about, gee, I've got a pain in my finger, give me an aspirin. This is major, major things affecting people, and you're the holder of the knowledge. Let's listen to Bay Goodman and Grace on this recovery from the multiple gunshot wounds and all the things that affect it.
I have the pleasure of talking to Bay Goodman. Bay, please tell me what your health concerns were before you were introduced to Mito.
Well, asthma, and I am a gunshot victim. I got shot 4 times about 4 years ago, so I was experiencing pain in my left leg and my right foot where I got shot at. So I just said, why not start taking the MoreMito for prevention methods?
Bay, what, if anything, has changed in your health since you started using Mito?
Well, I noticed I started getting tingling like under my scalp, not like my hair itch, not like a dandruff itch. Okay. Almost like Christmas lights was lighting up in different parts of my head, but I can't see it, and that's the best way I can describe the feeling.
Was this like inside your skull?
Yeah, it was inside my skull. Tiny lights or something, like lighting up in different parts of my head. But it's like an annoyance. So I also started experiencing violent nerve twitching. Like I thought I was having heart palpitations. I looked in the mirror and I saw like my nerve jerking under my skin. And I felt the nerves on my shoulder, my eyelid, my arm, like the top of my right butt cheek, just like twitching real hard.
Nerves was coming back alive.
That twitching is a result of my nerves coming back online. So I said, dang it, that might make sense because, I didn't know if I had nerve damage from getting shot or what.
Build your mitochondria.
But I know I did have some twitches before, but not like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed, like, when I'm going to sleep, probably in the last 2 weeks, I would have, like, a real bad jerk. Almost like I feel like I'm falling, but I'm not. I had that occur maybe about 3 or 4 times.
What else has happened, if anything?
My eyesight, I noticed my eyesight is a little bit clearer.
Mm-hmm.
Just like more of a clarity. Like I can see clearer. Outside of my eyesight, I noticed I've had more energy. Definitely had more energy. And that's pretty much it.
All right. You can see multiple things took place for Bea, and how can that happen? It's like we continually say, you're increasing the mitochondria, powering all the cells of the body, and the body starts to right itself and correct the things that it can, and you just don't see that with anything else. So let's finish up with Bea here as he talks a little bit more, I believe, in this one about parasites.
Can you tell about the parasites you saw in your bowel movement?
Oh, yep.
Somebody else with parasites.
So I was like a whole lot of mucus. I mean, like mucus. I've seen it before, but not to that extent. So it was like a yellowish mucus. So a lot was coming out my nose. I was coughing it up, and then like on 2 times. One time I had a bowel movement, and it almost looked like little small white noodles and mucus in my poop. And that happened twice.
Okay.
So I noticed like little white mucus in my poop 2 times.
Biofilm or some worms.
Yeah, biofilm, what is that?
Biofilm is a coating that can coat your intestines and everything, and sometimes parasites contribute that coating so they can try to hide from your immune system.
Okay.
This is why you get on the call, so you can learn.
You had some twitches.
You can hear what other people experience, and you may have experienced some as well.
It could have been a detox sign. It could have been parasites, really. Then you had vision enhancement. Seeing better is always a good thing. You got the strength going on. So far,
It's
so
had
good.
a lot of improvement.
Definitely.
Okay. How long you been on Mito altogether?
3 weeks.
Okay.
Only
So
been on there 3 weeks, and you see all the responses that his body has responded.
Yep,
wow.
This is my 3rd week.
Well, thank you for sharing that, babe. I really appreciate it.
You need to create your free customer website and order your brain and body bundle now.
So there we are, another example of parasites. Listen, I saw something this week that just astounded me. They were trying to trap a brown bear in western Montana, and they took a picture of this bear walking through the forest. He had white tapeworms hanging from his rectum, almost touching the ground, and they were trying to catch him to purge these parasites that obviously this bear was heavily infected with. It's just, we don't think, at least I don't know about you, I figured that parasites weren't part of our lifestyle here, and you just can't avoid them. They're everywhere. So take care, but also prepare and doggone it, figure you got them and get rid of them. Simple stuff. Next, we're going to listen to Louis Fontaine and Esmeralda on lungs being cleared of COPD. Now, look where we're going. We're moving from things like gunshot wounds, cloudy vision, parasites, thyroids. Now we're moving to lungs. I'm telling you something. If you can't breathe, there's nothing scarier. I've got a grandchild that has asthma, and you just hate what she goes through when she feels like she can't breathe. Imagine it being like
asthma
that
is serious.
all
You can die
the
from
time.
asthma.
That's COPD, and we're going to talk about that, chronic bronchitis,
I had a
emphysema.
nephew to die from asthma, guys.
Just amazing things can happen from these products. Something different, it seems, almost for everybody. Let's take a quick listen here and hear the impact it's had.
Go to Esmeralda down in Florida.
Hello, my love. Thank you so much. Truly blessed.
Hey.
I wanted to get Louis on the line again. If he's still on, which I think he should be. He should give his testimony on COPD and the chronic bronchitis. People need to know that and believe that God's creation self-heals.
Yeah, talk to us about your COPD, Louis.
Yeah. When I first got involved with you guys, I started using products, and over a course of about 3 months, where I had previously been diagnosed with COPD and chronic bronchitis.
Tell us how it was affecting you, because a lot of people aren't familiar with it. Tell us how it made you feel. What was it doing to you?
Yes, COPD and bronchitis was restricting my breathing, my wheezing. You know, I was just having a very difficult time with my respiratory function. But then I started using the Restore and the Rejuvenate combination, as Morelli instructed me to rub them on my lung areas, on my chest, take 8 milliliters of the Restore daily, and lo and behold, my doctor told me after
So he's taking 2 doses of the Restore
that
daily.
my lungs are clear. My lungs are clear. My lungs, right at this moment, guys, my lungs are clear. I don't have any COPD. I don't have any chronic bronchitis. The emphysema seems to be going away. I was using the Q-tip with the Restore and the Rejuvenate mixture, and as you
So
were
use a
just
Q-tip,
spoken
and he
about
put some of
before,
them.
Roger,
This is how it looks
how
when it's
you
mixed.
put it in one side of your nostril,
You'll put it,
inhale,
take it, put it on
then
one
sniff
side,
it in
push
real
this
hard,
side,
and then on
and
the other
inhale.
side, the same thing. I was doing that and then rubbing it around in the walls of my nose. And I do this from time to time, just as a matter of maintenance. But yeah, my lungs have cleared up. This has also cleared up a rare condition of glaucoma in my left eye. And so, yeah, I truly believe in this product, the formulation that Dr. Elliott put together. This is something outstanding, and I recommend it to anyone that is having any respiratory illness. Continue to use the Restore and Rejuvenate. Rub that combination on your chest area, around where your lungs are, on your back. Inhale it in your nose and get it down into your nasal passages. And you'll start seeing some results because your mitochondria is now being repaired and restored and rejuvenated. So, yeah, that's my testimony, guys.
Yes,
All right.
guys.
Thank you for that, Louis.
Awesome testimonial from
Fantastic.
Louis.
And then finally, we're going to close with Kevin Longmore and Grace White again on decades of migraines, headaches going away overnight. If you've ever suffered from a migraine,
I know about those migraines.
Truly,
This is what took my migraines away,
headaches,
guys.
then you know
This
how
is why I got
debilitating
on
it
the
can
products.
be. I know people that have just had to put themselves in their bedroom with all the lights off for a day or two at a time. Migraines can be debilitating. Let's hear what's happened in this situation for Grace and Kevin.
You just tried the technology. Who's new? Kevin Longmore. Go ahead,
Yes,
Kevin.
good night, everyone. I'm a childhood friend of Grace, and I kind of ran into this product. Me and her having a conversation. I suffer from migraine, really, really bad. Sometimes they could last up to a week at a time. And I've been suffering from migraines for like in my early 20s, probably even before that. And I've been to the neurologist, been to doctors. Every time I've gone,
some of that medication up there was for migraines,
but nothing popped up.
But it didn't control
So,
it.
to my knowledge, from what they're saying, it's just been stress.
This is what controlled it.
So I feel like it's a little bit more than stress, but no one can tell me what it actually is and why I'm getting these major migraines. I recently had one, and Grace was nice enough to give me a sample. I took it one night, rubbed it on my temple, on my forehead, and I woke up the next morning, and I haven't had a migraine since. So I just feel like, this product right here, I don't know what it is, but
Which
for me
has some
to
of
be
this mixed
suffering
in
from
there.
these major migraines for
Some
so
of the
long in my
Restore oil.
life, and then for me to take this cream,
Life-changing for
and for me to wake
migraines
up the next
and many
morning
other things.
with nothing, as if I've never had one before, to me is amazing. I also have two sisters. One is suffering from breast cancer, and one has lupus.
Mm,
So I just got my product today. So the first thing I'm going to do, I will be sharing it with them,
yeah,
telling
I
them
need it.
about everything that's been going on and how I feel from me taking it, and hopefully
Yes.
they'll be not able to suffer from their pains that they've been suffering from, whether sooner than later.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that, Kevin. That's absolutely what we're here for. We really appreciate it. And thank you, Grace.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Love you
I
all.
really appreciate it.
All right, so we've had a wide range, and truly, what's our takeaway today on these testimonials as we get ready to do our question and answer session? Listen, multiple things can be wrong with you. Multiple things, you may be facing things you don't even know about. People aren't walking around thinking, yeah, I've got parasites in me, but the heck, nobody knows what's really happening with blood pressure, right? The silent killer. People don't even know that they could be at
You have high
200
blood
or
pressure,
higher.
you need to get on this ASAP.
It just seems to me
Your Renew Brain and Body
this
Bundle.
is a new lifestyle. You don't why wait until you've got a thing and then say, I'll start taking this MoreMito product line to help with this thing I'm facing. Better that you don't face it at all. I think it's a lifestyle. There's a vegan lifestyle. There's a vegetarian lifestyle. I think it's time to climb on board the mitochondrian lifestyle and start making sure that you're not getting things because your body is fully able to, with a powerful system, to fight all the things it's going to face. And you do that by replacing the mitochondria you've been losing. And so remember, let's say it again, what do we take? The MoreMito product line. It's not a decision. Should I use MoreMito or should I use this other stuff to increase my mitochondria? There is no other stuff. It's only us. There's advertisements now. People are finally starting to figure out mitochondria, but they don't get it. I can tune up your mitochondria. We support your mitochondria. Big deal. You support 10% I got left? That doesn't make me feel very good. We can stimulate your again, big deal. I got 10% left. What are you going to stimulate? How about I increase my mitochondria level back to 90%?
That's what you do with these products.
And you go stimulate that, right? You've got to take the right approach, and the right approach has been discovered and put together by Dr. Bevan, and it's in your hands. So where do you get these incredible products? You get them at MoreMito.com, MoreMito.com, then a / type in your username, and you're going to be at your website. You know it's your website because your name is at the top of the page. So is your phone number. So is your email. We show this to you on the Tuesday and Wednesday night Zoom calls. That website is where you send people after you've initially told them what you heard. Maybe you're brand new and tonight's your first call. Listen. You've got knowledge majority of other people don't. Where are you going to send them? Are you going to be able to talk the way everybody else did? No, on this call. You got to learn stuff. Well, you don't need to learn it. Just send them to your website. Your websites are free. You're going to love joining this company. We make it so easy. We built a one-of-a-kind product line. It doesn't compete against anything. It's the only thing out there. We built a one-of-a-kind company to support it. There's no cost or fee to join MoreMito. You don't pay us monthly to be here. The website I just mentioned, that's free. You don't pay for the website. You don't have to buy product. You don't decide to participate in our compensation plan, and we hope you do. We pay extremely well. You're going to find one of the best parts about it. There's no legs to balance. There's no breakage. There's none of this. Gee, you didn't do all the things you had to do to get the money, so we're taking it back. That's called breakage. It's huge in this industry. We don't do it. We think it's criminal. You're going to find that we don't pay once a month, once a week, or once a day. We pay every single time a purchase happens. Once you're a verified member, we've checked your phone, we've checked your email, we know you're not a Charbonneau out there looking for a quick buck, that you're real. Then you're going to find that every time a purchase happens, your compensation's in your back office to
just
spend.
like that.
If you've joined us as a referring customer, you've got MitoCash, internal money. Use it to pay for your product. Use it to pay for your shipping. You can even send it to other people. If you're outside the U.S., you're able to buy products with MitoCash without a worry of losing a lot of money on the cash conversion rate for the currency of the country that you live in. It's tremendous.
Yes.
But you can also upgrade to a paid rep. Upgrade for free. We don't charge you. You're probably seeing a similarity here. We just don't charge you for things. We're here to work with you, not make money off of you. So we provide all these things to you to do the one thing only you can do. Only you can share this message with the people you're surrounded by. There are people struggling. There are people suffering. There are people in need that you contact on a daily basis. Let them know there's an answer out here. Let me finish up with a paid rep. You're getting cash instead of MitoCash. You send that cash to your bank. Send it to your PayPal account. Send it to your Venmo card. We don't care if you do 2 or 3 withdrawals a day. You're in charge. You'll see that on the Tuesday night and Wednesday night Zoom call. We show you deeply in your back office all the control and power we've given you. And look, maybe you just want to buy the product. That's great. There's nothing like what this product can do for you combined with your DNA. Or you may decide to make a lot of money. You can get your product free. You can make a tremendous amount of money. You decide. We're just here to support what you want to do.
Give yourself a raise when you want to.
So with that, we're going to take a look now into our question and answer. I want to talk a little bit about Roger. I also want to have Dr.
You can put it in the comments and we'll
share
get your
some
questions
details,
answered.
Some secrets
you can also text them to 817-320-2571 and get them answered as well, because you may be listening when we're not live.
First, let's talk about Roger. Roger is traveling these next 2 weeks. Roger's on the road. He's out pressing the flesh, and he's spending time with Bevan, as you heard on the call. This Wednesday, and I'm going to put all this in the back office. You'll see this tomorrow. But Wednesday, he's going to be in Lithonia, Georgia, at a meeting. We'll get you the details, hosted by Sandra Moore. Thursday, June 11th, he's going to be in Macon, Georgia, with Ruth Hartley and the Mosley Memorial Center. We'll give you those details. Again,
in the Georgia area, text so we can give you that information. Text 817-320-2571 so we can get you that information.
He's going to be in Tifton, I believe that's Tifton, Georgia. We'll get you the details on that. The host is going to be Lindsay Register. We've got her phone number. You can make sure you attend that. And then next week, on Tuesday, he'll be in Orangeburg, South Carolina. There's a few other locations he's going to be. Look, it's a chance to pick the brain, rub the mind of this incredible human being named Roger Hill. He's spending some time with Bevan. They commune several times a year as they get ready for the next step of what we're doing here. And what we're doing is supporting all of you. That's why we're all here. So with that, we're going to go ahead. Dr. Joy, I hope you don't mind me calling on you. Let me find you and unmute you and have you share a little bit of your secrets that people can do to strengthen their immune system. Dr. Joy, take it away.
Yes, it's exciting to be here with you this evening, Dale, just to give people a few good secrets about keeping that colon clean. That can help boost that immune system, definitely. So, and when it's clean, the chances is less likely that those parasites will come in. And so I want to say a few good little tips here that we want everybody to know. We've got to have enough fiber in our diet. 5 or 6 servings of vegetables a day is kind of ideal. And there's one fruit that is loaded with fiber, though. That's that pear. And if you notice, it's shaped like a heart, so it's good for heart health. But a pear will really clean your colon better than an apple any day. So what I tell people who have terrible constipation, because I'm going to tell them to eat a pear in the morning on their way to work, eat a pear in the evening on the way home. And so to keep a strong immune system, well, guess what? We got to keep a clean colon, because your immune system starts in the colon. We talked Saturday about a gut health salad. So I want to give you a few things to put in your salad. But before I do that, I just want to see if I could get your interest a little bit more about, when they go in and do a colonoscopy and they find some polyps. Well, that's like the beginning of colon cancer. So you want to make sure that you're not leaving waste sit in your gut, and then somehow that first disease come along, that first disease being a leaky gut. Because the waste, if you don't send the waste out, it will leak back into your bloodstream, into your body, into your system, and weaken your immune system. And if you're not sending the waste out, so we want to make sure that we get plenty fiber, get those pears in, get your beets, the raw beets, get that in. And sometimes I'm going to say put some corn in your system just to see how fast things are going through your colon. But here we go. Start with a romaine lettuce. I know Roger Hill, he's not going to eat a meal almost without starting with a salad. So romaine lettuce is a lettuce that cleans the gut out. And you could grate beets on there. Sometimes you'll end up with a red stool, a red urine. So don't be afraid of that. Throw some cabbage. Cabbage is excellent for cleaning your gut. I like to think you're going to crush garlic, let it sit 10 minutes. Definitely put the garlic on your salad. It is wonderful for keeping a healthy, regular gut. Flaxseed and pine nuts, oh my, especially those pine nuts. And put some beans on your salad. And so what we want to also do is drink enough water. Not drinking enough water is going to be a hot summer this summer, is like causing one of the main causes behind, let's say, constipation and leaky gut.
But I love
so
my
we
water.
want to get enough water.
This is what I drink most of the time, water.
And so that it could soak that colon and keep it moving. Eating too much meat can cause a leaky gut because it takes a lot to cause it to digest. So one thing you always do, eat the meat away from the carbohydrates. They require different digestive enzymes. And usually what wins is congestion in the gut and leaky gut. And then there goes the food for some of the parasites. So whenever you're eating carbohydrates and I do get up every morning, gulp down warm water, 24 ounces, depends on your weight. You could go up to 32 ounces, but just warm the water up because, our temperature is 98.6. So you put warm water in that you can just gulp down a little warmer than room temperature. It will soak your gut and you will have the best bowel movement, pushing all this waste out, not leaving it up to your mitochondria. We want to use that for bigger and better things.
Y'all listening?
And so there we go. Get that salad. Start with the romaine lettuce, your beets, your pears, your garlic, your flaxseed, pine nuts. Please don't forget some beans and like your onions and some nuts. That makes a wonderful, wonderful salad.
Sounds yummy, doesn't it, y'all? I love salad.
And just eat it every day. Thank you, Dale, for letting me share.
I can eat salad every day.
All right. Well, thank you. Great tips, Dr. Joy. Great tips.
Yes, awesome.
Listen, everybody, moving your bowels is hugely important. I know of two ladies in our church actually had to go for surgery to have the impacted waste in their colons dug out by a doctor. And I don't know what was worse, knowing that they had impacted colons that needed to be dug out by a doctor, or them learning that everybody in the church knew about it. So, doggone it, keep your bowels moving, stay healthy. And now let's open this up to questions and answers. Listen, if you've got a health or nutrition question, I told you about the two brilliant people here, Dr. Dan and Dr. Joy, who can help answer any questions you've got, health or nutrition. Hit *5 on your phone. If you've got a question, we'll get those questions answered. and then we'll wrap this call up. And Roger will be with us live on Saturday. He's traveling this week and is looking forward to seeing some of you in person. But let us know if you've got a question, and if we don't have any questions, we're going to go ahead and wrap this call up. So
remember,
we'll
if y'all have questions, if you're listening on Facebook, Health and Well Show with Stephanie, Success on Stephanie, you know, whatever,
now,
you know, we share this on LinkedIn sometime. If you have questions, you can put it in the comments, or you can text 817-320-2571, your question, and we will get your question answered.
Just touch on a wide range of items. Okay, we've got some questions up now, some hands up. Oh, we got a lot of them. Okay, so let's jump in and get we don't want to leave anybody with the question hanging, and we'll get these answered. We're going to start with Nikita Maxey. Nikita, I have unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. Nikita.
Hey, good evening, Dale. This question is for Dr. Dan. I was on the health and wellness call, or the nutrition call Saturday, and he brought up frequencies. And so I wanted to ask if he remembered to look up those resources about the frequencies that he used for sleep and just relaxation.
Yeah, one
Dr.
company
Dan.
you can look up is, one company you can look up is Moongate, like you open a gate to the backyard or something, Moongate, and they have a real good sleep program, frequency. I like that one real well. There's others that are very good too. But Moongate. Now, Dale, if I send some of these to you, is there a place we can put these?
Yes, we'll put them in the back office. Yep.
Okay, I'll send some over to you.
Put those up in the back office. There was a number of interest in that issue, Dr. Dan. So get them over.
I'll do that.
Now, what they're talking about is on the nutrition call.
I will tell people that there's a trick to it.
Every Saturday before
I
our corporate call.
Facebook.
And you have to pay for this call.
Away free, but
it's only $20 a month, though.
And then I save them to my messages.
I pay for it every month.
And then when I pull it up, and when I want to sleep, try Theta Wave or Delta or Alpha Wave maybe earlier in the morning. I mean, when I'm starting to wake up, and playing with these different ones. When you listen to it, usually for a few minutes or maybe 5 minutes, then it wants to flip to some Facebook thing, some advertisement behind it. Just flip back to it, and then it will stay on that for maybe all night long. So that's a little trick that I found.
Okay, great.
And I'll send some to you tomorrow, Dale. Okay.
Fantastic.
But Moongate is a good program.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Great question, Nikita. Next, we're going to go to Bernard Rivers in South Carolina. Bernard, I have unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. Number ends in 5545. Well?
Hello?
Number ends in 2050. Okay. Go ahead, Bernard.
I'm here. Okay, thank you again. I have a friend of mine that has stomach cancer, and I know somewhat about the product. I want to know how much should he take starting off with that condition? He's at stage 4.
Stage 4 stomach cancer. Definitely needs to be on
Dr. Dan, did you have some?
Yeah,
go ahead.
I would do probably 3 milliliters 4 times a day.
3 milliliters.
Of the Restore, and then I would start off with 1 Renew twice a day, and then a week or so do 2 twice a day, and you may go up to 3 twice a day. But you work up to it. But in his case, he needs to get there and get there quick. And one of the things, when you spread that out, they talk about electron transfer, part of the mitochondria moving energy into the cell. When you move things in, then you're bringing oxygen in. Oxygen brings the pH of the cell up, which cancer cells either die or they go back to normal cells. And so that electron transfer is real important in dealing with cancer and keeping the cell healthy. So we do that really, really well, and that XDS technology. So that's why I want to spread it out over the day so he's constantly bathing the cell in oxygen through that XDS.
Yeah, like an IV drip all day long. Yeah.
Yeah, and mitochondria is directly related. Dysfunction of mitochondria is directly related to cancer. So getting it back, functioning the way it's supposed to, brings down the inflammation that cancer is related to the mTOR pathway. So yes, use it probably 3 or 4 times a day.
You said
and he may feel a little worse before he feels better.
You
3
said
milliliters.
3
Squeeze it. Yeah, when you squeeze it, it comes up to that top line, the milliliter. So it would be 3 of those, 3 to 4 times a day. So 9 milliliters, 9 to 12 milliliters a day. But 3 at a time.
Okay, and
so Bernard, as you look at the dosing, 4 mils is a daily dose. 4 mils. And so
or
Dr.
1
Dan is
teaspoon.
recommending 9 to 12. That's a 2 to basically triple dose, especially in the beginning to get after this stomach cancer. That's the dosage he's recommending.
So 3 would be 3 teaspoons.
You said
what?
I would do one to renew in the morning, 1 in the afternoon for the first week or 2, and then move it to 2 renew twice a day. But sometimes it may give him a little too much energy and he needs a rest. So that's why I'm trying to find out if he feels like he's a little hyped up, he may move back on the renew a little bit. And but we want him to be able to get his rest. He has to cut out all the sugar and starch. That's what feeds cancer. And it also dries out the mucus lining of the stomach and the intestines when there's too much sugar and starch.
Okay. What about? I mean, he cannot hold down anything either. So that same thing would work for him. Everything he has to, he don't hold down any food, so he's pretty much on, I guess, good liquid.
Well, when he on the MoreMito, then I don't know if he'll be able to hold the Renew down, the capsule, if he has any trouble with that. But hold that in his mouth for 5 minutes or longer. Let it absorb through the tongue. I mean, under the tongue and the cheeks. Really hold that in the mouth well, because he may have an absorption problem anyway. So
but he's not that bad. Just that when they get down to his stomach, he just can't. It's just. Yeah, he just can't. He can't hold no food down. I think that I think he like on. He can move.
Do they have him on chemo or?
This is the liquid. Yeah, this is the liquid. So.
No, he's not on chemo at this point.
I think he holds it in his mouth for 5 minutes and swallows it. He should be okay, and a lot of it will be absorbed through the side of the mouth.
Okay, and one more.
Get started on it as quick as you can, and then call us back. Keep us updated. We want to know how he's doing. Go ahead. You had one more question?
Yes. For eye problem, what is the best? I have people talk about many different things, but to get eye clarity, eye defoggy.
Okay, we'll do that real quickly. Take the Rejuvenate Gel, you mix a Restore into it. Rub it around close your eyes and rub it around the eyeball and around the socket.
I'll show y'all. Y'all saw me do it just a little while ago.
And then some people lay back and take the Petlife, a dropper, and just look up and drop one drop in the center of their eye. Keep the eye open, open up the eyelid and drop one drop in there. Then close that and keep it closed for 5 minutes or more.
He was saying doing the Petlife because it doesn't sting like the Restore because it doesn't have citrus in it.
And some people do both eyes.
But you can use the Restore because it has the citrus, so you're going to get a better response with the Restore. You still get a great response with the Petlife, but it doesn't have citrus in it. But the Restore has citrus in it, so you're going to get even a better response. But you get great response with
either or. If they put a lens in the eye, if there's been an operation, if a lens is inserted, then you don't want to put the oil in the eye because it will cloud the lens. It'll go away
eventually. If you've had laser surgery, you don't want to, or any surgery that has put a lens in your eye, you don't want to use the oil in your eye because that lens will prevent it from doing what it normally does. But you can still put it around the eyes like you just saw me doing.
The restore.
Yeah.
Talking about the
We're talking about the Petlife, the oil. If you put it in your eye,
okay.
if they've inserted
So you can
a
put the
lens
Petlife,
for macular
because it's milder.
degeneration or
It doesn't
something,
have the
if they've
citrus in there.
inserted a lens
But you can put the
cataract.
Restore
your
oil.
eye,
And if you put the Restore oil in it,
don't
you
put
need
the oil
immediately,
in
once
your
you drop it in there,
okay?
immediately close your eyes because it's going to sting when
And
your
I'd like
eyes
to see
open
you come
because
back
oxygen
Saturday and
is
ask
getting your
more
eyes.
questions,
When you
especially on
close
the
your eyes,
nutritional
it takes
counseling
the
call that happens
oxygen
before
away.
the corporate call.
Okay.
Sounds like you've got some
And
people with some
it will
issues tonight.
stop stinging.
I want to hear how we're
So
helping
you can
them,
use
okay?
either one of these in your eyes.
Thank you, buddy. Great questions. All right, we're going to go to Simon. Simon out of the United Kingdom, it says. I've unmuted you. Simon, are you there? Did you have a question?
I've been listening with great interest to the testimonials and to the doctors. It does sound, in fact, I was introduced by Shirley. I'm sure you're very familiar with Shirley. We met in the United States.
Oh, yes. We know Shirley.
Just very quickly then, we talk about the restoration of the immune system, and I'm on a immune suppressant regime that actually reduces an overactive immune system because of a condition called psoriasis. I'm sure everybody's familiar with, have heard of psoriasis. It's very common.
I have a customer that has psoriasis.
But I do get acute bouts of psoriasis. My father, unfortunately, I think he was given steroids, and that actually ended up causing his eventual death because of complications of the wrong type of treatment. Now, if we're trying to enhance the immune system, that would be contra to the medication of the science that actually does cause the healing of severe plaque psoriasis. So I was just wondering, the doctors have any advice on that subject?
Okay, I don't want to contradict your doctors, and so you got to figure this out to the degree. But we've had people, and Bill, you can testify to that. We've had people with psoriasis that have done very well with this. Correct?
Mm-hmm. That is correct. Yes.
And
that doesn't mean that they were on a specific regimen to decrease their immune system. I would say, listen, we tell everybody, take our stuff and combine it with your DNA and let's see what happens.
Yes.
Your DNA, Simon, may be in a situation where they're trying to lower and decrease your immune system. So it's probably something you want to talk over with your doctor and let them know about it. And then, listen, we've got a huge library of testimonials that include several on psoriasis. I would take a listen to those, and it sounds like you may be on a unique journey, and I would like to know what you find, okay? We're not going to tell you to go against your doctor, but your doctor needs to know we're there, yeah. Go ahead.
I actually think it'll balance your immune system from what we've seen, but
that's what I was hoping.
I don't have.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I have a research study of 100 people with it or 100 without it, and I've done the experiment and saying yes, it will balance it. But from the feedback we've gotten from people, yes, I'm pretty sure it will balance and not just hyperactive it. It will bring it into the right range. Go ahead,
Dr. Joy. You had a comment. Yeah.
Yes, I would experiment with taking gluten, wheat, white and brown wheat, or whole wheat, out of your diet. Right. I believe you will get tremendous results from that. And I'd like for you to come back and
also do that on any grains with gluten, like oats have. You can get oats without gluten, but mostly oats have gluten in them in most cases, unless you look for the ones that say gluten free.
Okay. Yeah, and there are cousins. Yeah, spelt has gluten. Spelt and rye. I know the spelt has the gluten. So just be careful with the wheat. I pull it first and leave it out of my diet for a month or so and see what happens.
Yeah, it can also bring on arthritis. It's directly related to arthritis, the wheat is. But that's why you never hear me talk about or recommending grains. It's so many people have trouble with them. So yes, leave grains alone. Okay, that's right. Okay.
Thank
We
you.
can talk more about it Saturday if you call in on my Saturday call.
Yeah.
And Dr. Joey and I can talk this more. Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, they're able to take a deeper dive, Simon. Great to meet you. Great to have you with us. Good questions. All right, we're going to go to Shanika in Washington, D.C. Shanika, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, awesome. 2 questions. First question, is the nutritional calls, are they recorded?
Yes.
I'll
Take
record.
care of that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Second question, someone, they want to remain anonymous. Their question is they're going on a cruise and they want to drink. And so they want to know how will it affect the MoreMito if they're drinking on the cruise?
Well, they'll be healthier than they would if they hadn't been doing MoreMito. But alcohol is very hard on the mitochondria. I'm not going to tell them they can't drink if that's what they want to do. But I will say that the hangovers and the bad feelings, I can't guarantee they won't have some, but they'll be less severe, and they may not have any at all.
Interesting.
Okay.
The reason, because
Be better off. They'll be better off
Because you build up your mitochondria by taking products.
The alcohol
so you
gets
have
drunk,
less hangovers.
and also the hangover comes from blocking that electron transfer across the cell wall, which we're so good at increasing with that XDS technology. So keep that transfer of electrons across there. They won't have as much negative
So
effect.
you might want to take some extra
they may not be able to get drunk.
Mito before you go on the cruise.
Or
while you're on the cruise, take some extra.
Tell them to try.
Yeah.
They're really going to have to try.
Okay, yeah.
That was an interesting question. We get all types of questions, guys.
Yeah, they kick the hell out of that.
Most of the drinking.
Go ahead and see if you
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to try something. I've always wanted to try this. Leave the bottle. No, listen. Most of social drinking happens in the evening. Most of the, at least your first dose of MoreMito happens when you wake up. And so it seems to me that you don't have to worry too much about the interaction of the two when you're separating them by 12 hours or so. But I think they'll be just
but if you want to avoid the bad feelings, you may want to take it in the evening.
Take it in the evening.
You may. I would take it 30 minutes before I was going out drinking. I don't drink at all. But my stepson was. Him and his sister were going to go out, and he was already feeling a buzz. I gave him a product and said, "What is this? Where did my buzz go?" I just drank.
Oh, it took the buzz away. Oh, wow.
It moved the oxygen across there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So I guess if you start feeling that buzz, use your products. It may take your buzz away.
I love it.
It's original.
We haven't had it over and over. Rebecca Varela, I have unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hey, Dale, this is for Bernard. Because I know you had told me I had broken my 4 ribs, and you told me about applying the Restore and then use the Rejuvenate with the Restore in it. So I would think for Bernard, with the gentleman with the stomach cancer, that would help tremendously doing something like that as well.
Yeah.
You mean rubbing Restore on his stomach?
The Rejuvenate with the Restore mixed in it, yes.
I want to say something that Dr. Joy said on one of the calls a while back, along that line. Sulfur is really good for almost everything, and it's really good for the cancer and for the health of the stomach. The gel,
some in your navel as well.
We think about it topically, except when you brush your teeth with it or put it around your gums and stuff. The MSM that is in that gel with that emu oil, I would want to swallow some of that if I had, I think it would be, in the aloe vera, I think would be soothing to the stomach.
Yeah,
I would take a
right.
teaspoon.
Yeah, I think that you're right. And, you know, that as well as taking that Restore and then taking the Rejuvenate with the Restore, applying it on the
Restore.
stomach 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day.
Yes.
All of that helps. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What I love about our products is that there's
Putting
no
this,
entry
taking
point
this
or
and putting it on your
exit
stomach
point that
along with the Rejuvenate, which has some of the Restore mixed in it.
It
If
does
you mixed
wonders.
it.
Our body loves it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I put it in my ears today.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah, just saw me put some of the Rejuvenate Gel
All right.
with the Restore
Thank you for
mixed
that
in it
info.
on my
We've got a
navel.
wireless caller out of Atlanta. Wireless caller ending in 8269. Please give us your name and ask your question. Who are we talking to? Wireless caller.
My name is
8269.
What's
Can you hear me? My name is Joan Smith.
Joan Smith. Okay.
Hello, Joan. We do hear you. Go ahead.
I had a question about osteoarthritis, and particularly in my shoulder. I started the technology about 3 weeks ago because I'm trying my best to get off over-the-counter arthritis pain medication because I know how it can hurt your liver and whatever. And so far, I'm just still having problems with the pain, and I know I definitely have to be patient. And it also could be something in my diet, or maybe I just haven't waited long enough for it to really circulate and go to mitochondria.
Well, let me help you with this a little bit. And
Depends on how much she's taking, too.
Dr. Joy is good on, she has some ideas, I think, too, on this. I used to be a physical therapist. When I sold my exercise company, I decided to do that for a while, and they said I got people back that couldn't get back, and a lot of what I worked with was on the shoulders. Now, where does it hurt on your shoulder? In what way does it hurt? When you raise your arm up, does it impinge and you can't raise your arm up very high, or how does it hurt?
Yes, sir. What you just
Okay. Okay. That means that there's a muscle that ties on the bottom of the shoulder blade that wraps around the rib cage and ties towards the front of the rib cage. You can see it sometimes on bodybuilders. It looks like fingers there. It's called, and if you put your elbows against your rib cage with your palms up, lean against the wall with your feet about a foot or two away from the wall, and push your elbows into the wall, and so it lifts your back off the wall by using your body weight. That palm up, elbows against the rib cage, elbow going in, works that muscle and helps keep the shoulder blade in place. What's happening when you raise your shoulder, instead of the shoulder blade staying down on the rib cage, it's lifting off just a little bit, and it's the socket is impinging on the ball and limiting your range of motion. But also put your elbows up on the wall, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together and pull your elbows into the wall, and work your shoulder blades that way. We give you some freehand stuff. And then lather the Rejuvenate was from Restore on your shoulder. I would do it 3 times a day for a few days, or maybe for weeks. But usually for me, it's just 3 or 4 times.
Or more.
And I can tell a really quick difference.
It's the mixture
on that. But I would,
Restore
and if you can't reach the back, I want you to also put it on your shoulder blade. And I have a real wide back, and so I have to use one of those spoons that you stir batter with, long handles, and put it on the back of that, and I reach back to my shoulder blade or low back, wherever I want to reach with it that way, or come down the back, because the muscles that tie from the spine to the shoulder blade, and then from the shoulder blade to the shoulder, I think it's a good idea to try to reach all that area. If you're married or something, you can get your husband to rub that on there. That would be that would help a great deal. And Dr. Jory, you may want to suggest some massage or some deep massage in there and stuff.
Definitely. And there are tools on Amazon that you can use for some of these applications, and just in case you don't have someone to rub it on for you. But I'm just having a ball now. I'm taking my yoga mat everywhere I go. We're rolling it out everywhere. Let's put that Rejuvenate on these aching places, and we're just seeing sciatica go away in just minutes. It is absolutely amazing. But there are tools, like Dr. Dan said, that you can just order from Amazon. You could put the cream on that and then apply it and push it in those areas that are hurting. Those are pressure points. And if you could just put the cream and push it in there, it will eliminate that pain. And so, and you can also rub the bottom of your feet and hit every part of your body. It is absolutely amazing.
Put it on the bottom of your feet.
So before you go to bed, massage or rejuvenate into those areas under the bottom of the feet. These charts are on Amazon. Pull your chart for your hand, pull a chart for your feet, and go to bed pain-free every night.
Well, along with what you're saying,
with that rejuvenate.
Yeah, Amazon may have those, but I have a Relaxa Back store not too far from where I'm at. You know, it has a variety of things like those chairs and everything. But I picked up, not too expensive, it looks like a large cane, candy cane shape, and with a ball on the end, and then some handles, and I can reach back on my back and put pressure on there. And so a place that I wouldn't be able to get into, I can go in that and really hold that against like the back of my shoulder if I want to. And when you put pressure on the muscle, you want to hold it for at least 30 seconds, more like a minute. And by putting that, the muscle starts relaxing and letting go. And because there's little muscle spindles that wrap the muscle fiber that try to hold it tight. But when you keep the pressure on for about a minute, they relax and let it open up. But you can also use that to rub that gel on the spot that we want to get it into. But really use the gel. And I think with Restore mixed into it. Go ahead, Dr. Joy.
Definitely. And you could see on those charts on Amazon, you can enlarge them and you could see, where do I need to rub this? You could put those tools on your back with the cream and just push up against your wall to put the pressure there. It is so amazing what you can do for your own body to help relieve that pain. And then just look at your diet. Make sure you pull that sugar, those carbohydrates out that's causing a lot of the inflammation in the body in the first place. And so,
yeah, especially hydrogenated oils too. Now, one thing the reason I was talking about those other muscles, though it hurts at the shoulder joint, it may be a weakness in the muscle that wraps around the rib cage there, under the pec muscle, a little bit below the pectoral muscle, or it could be one of the muscles that come up from the spine, the rhomboids and trapezius that come up and tie to the shoulder blade, or from the shoulder blade, teres minor and major and all that, that tie to the shoulder joint itself. So they have to be stable to hold that joint in place. They have to stabilize while you move your arm up. So you put it on the joint, but you also want to put it on the back. Okay.
And you can leave it there for up to 3 minutes, and you will then realize my pain is gone. Even when you put pressure on that sciatica, you apply it for 3 minutes where one leg was shorter than the other leg. In 3 minutes, they will be even. Amazing. Yes. Thank you.
Now, Dr. Joy, both of my legs are short. You think if I left never mind.
Dr. Dan.
We got something else for that, Dr. Dan.
Yeah, hang me upside down for a while.
Kitchen table from the medieval castle. That's right. Thank you, John.
Yes.
Wonderful question. Tremendous input.
Something every house needs.
Roshane Bailey in Jamaica. I have unmuted you, Roshane, if I said that right. Go ahead and ask your question.
Good evening, everyone.
Evening.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I wanted to find out. So someone just started on the products, right? But one of the things is that there's a lump that they felt in their breast. So they're actually going to the doctor to find out what is happening, but they haven't been officially diagnosed yet.
Start putting that Rejuvenate Gel and Restore on there right away.
Right away, so and then eat cruciferous vegetables. I've seen, if you go ahead, get your mitochondria products, your Restore and your Rejuvenate cream. You're going to rub it there 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day and eat those cruciferous vegetables, 2 C's, 2 B's, and an A and a B. Eat your beets and asparagus. That's the A and B. Then the cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. They used to put all these vegetables in a peel, and I've seen it work very, very quickly. Just recently, the whole breast was dense, and the girl just ate these vegetables over a couple of weeks, and she'd go in, and everything is clear. Cabbage, cauliflower,
taking notes.
I'm
taking notes on my computer, guys.
Well, we also have some stories. I think Rosewood and I'm trying to remember the other one. Dale would know who I'm talking about. That had lumps, and it was putting the Rejuvenate Gel on the breast and taking the Restore. And when they went in, they did an MRI right to get the accuracy right before they were going to cut it out. They said, "Where is it? It's not there." Wow. And so we have some testimonials on that. So that's what I'm saying. Put a teaspoon or 2 in the Restore, and then put that where the area is, as well as taking it internally.
Put a teaspoon or 2 of the Restore Rejuvenate into the Rejuvenate. He said into the Restore.
I would mix the Restore in with it and rub it on that area of the breast. This
is what it looks like if it's not mixed. It comes white. The Rejuvenate Gel. So like pets, this is the way the pets have to use it, okay? But when you mix
because the person is supposed to do the
Restore Oil into your Rejuvenate Gel, because the Restore Oil is kind of an orangish color.
The doctor preliminary said that it looks like cancer, but she's still doing the test. She did a blood test, and it came back that since she's on the products now, she has done the blood test, but nothing has been shown in the blood test. But we had already told her to rub the area with the Rejuvenate. But now that you said we should mix the Restore in it, we'll instruct her to do that as well. And she has been also taking...
Let me help you here.
Don't biopsy it.
Repeat?
They sometimes want to biopsy it. But if they biopsy it,
I think they did
I worry about spreading it. Yeah. If you biopsy it, it's like putting a needle in a balloon and the water starts coming out. Well, if you had cancer there, you just spread it.
Oh. So even, well, she did the biopsy already.
Well, that's okay. If they're not seeing it, if nothing's showing up in the blood markers, there's a good blood marker that they can tell. If nothing's showing up, I'm not worried about it. But if I had heard about it before, I would say try to do it. Just do the MRI and not do the biopsy is what I would have said.
Okay.
See, we learn.
Roshane, real quick, do you have a website with us? Are you part of the company?
Yes, I am. From last year.
This is true for everybody then. Listen to me. I want everybody, if you want to get to some powerful testimonials, one of the very first ones we got was a breast cancer survivor. Go to your website. Click on the products on the front page. Choose UltraMito Restore. That's the PDF for UltraMito Restore. Scroll down. Bevan's pictures at the top. You'll see the ingredient list with the bottle, picture of the bottle to the right as you're looking at the 4 ingredients. And underneath that, you're going to see testimonials. The first one is Dr. Dan and Dr. Bevan talking about the new Restore ingredients. We'll scroll past the picture of the man and his wife, the man who 3 pictures of his balding head. Scroll down again, you see a picture of the bottle, and you are going to see Lisa W. It's a big testimonial. Let me read it to you. I'm a negative breast cancer survivor. During my treatment, I had extreme fatigue, severe side effects while taking Restore. My energy returned, side effects were much milder, and the speed at which my tumors shrank surprised my doctors. Go listen to that entire testimonial, and it'll give your friend some courage for what she's about to go through and some learning. And gosh, get her on the product. She's got to get it in her. And that's it from me.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Y'all know where to go find this. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. All right, Judy and Charlotte. Judy, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. Hello, Judy. 9512.
Yes, can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
I have a friend that was recently diagnosed with AFib just this year and low platelets. And I was wondering if there were any testimonials or what can be done to help that rhythm, the heart rhythm, to get back in line.
Two things. First of all, take a lot of Restore. That's going to help. And also take fish oil. That calms AFib. Cod liver oil. And Nordic Naturals and what's the other? Carlson's are both very good. I think there's other ones that are good too now. They used to be a little limited in getting the ones that are really good. But I would do the omega-3, and I would do about 3 milliliters 3 times a day, and maybe 4 to calm the heart. Now, I had AFib, or it felt like AFib anyway, when I had to take one of the shots because I was taking care of my sister, and she had cancer, and it was in the home, and my brother said, well, if she gets sick, if you get sick and give it to her and it goes through that home, they're going to blame you. So I took the stupid Johnson & Johnson, and 10 days later...
You're talking about a COVID shot, right?
COVID shot.
You're talking about the COVID shot. Yeah, okay.
I am talking about the COVID shot. And so I loaded up on the Restore and on fish oil, really loaded up on it. I was okay. I got back. I was a week or two of being a little scared, and then it was all cleared up.
Okay, so omega-3.
A good company is Nordic, Nordic, Nordic Naturals. That's a real good company, and they have an Ultra Omega that I would double the dosage of that, and I would eat salmon and sardines. That calms the omega-3 is known to calm it. There's good research on that, and then on top of that, the black seed oil and olive leaf and olive oil is really good for the heart, and we have the best there is, and not the kind you can buy off the shelf. And so taking that throughout the day is also going to affect it. So the Restore, I don't know on how the Renewed Life will interact with it, but I know that the Restore will do wonders for it.
Okay, what about the low
All right.
The what? Oh, I think it's going to help on that too. I think the Restore is going to increase the bone marrow's output and going to help on that. If it doesn't help, then set up a personal counseling with me, and I'll give you some other tips to increase the output. Okay?
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. Keep us posted. Want to know how he's doing. We're going to go to Blenvecta. Blenvecta, I have unmuted you. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Go ahead.
Okay, my name
is
Glenvetta. Like Ponzetta.
Glenvetta, okay.
Glenvetta.
Yeah.
Glenvetta. That's a new one. I like that.
Thank you. Anyway, I was just trying to debate which one of these questions should I ask. I have one friend, I think hers is more urgent than the other two. She had surgery on her back where they put in 6 pins, and unfortunately, they did a botched job, and the pins are too long. They've discovered one pin is touching another muscle, one is expanding, and they're going to have to go in and redo the surgery. In the meanwhile, she's been in pain like 24/7 since the 11th of last month. And I'm just trying to figure out, I don't know. They're going to go back in and redo it, but we just don't know when. And
Okay, now where, I didn't hear it well. Where's the pins at?
In her back. She has.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, in her back.
Okay.
I think she had tumors or something. I can't remember now. But
let me throw out a couple things real quick for you. Before the surgery and after, but I would do it before, is I'd be putting mix it again, the Restore and the Rejuvenate Gel, putting that on 3 or 4 times a day on that area, and putting that in and working it in. And then I would, you can use red light therapy. You can buy these red light mats. Roger has one he really likes. But that will, after you put the gel on, and then you can put the red light, and it will help drive, not just drive it in, it will activate these reflexology points or acupuncture points and really help with the pain. But I'm with those pins irritating the nerves. I'm not sure how much it will get rid of it, but once they get the pins straightened out, then I wanted to do the same thing and recover much quicker, a lot quicker. And it will also stimulate stem cells, I believe anyway, that it stimulates stem cells that come there and work on that area. Okay?
Interesting.
Okay. Now the other one, she has back pain. And she sleeps in a recliner, and she's been doing that for a few years because of severe back pain. I'm not sure what causes hers. She goes to a chiropractor, and she says she can get some relief, but she's been sleeping in a recliner for a few years because, you know, and I'm going like, what should I suggest for her?
Well, the recliner may be better for her than laying flat. When you're laying flat, if she's laying on her side, let's say I believe it's the left side you have to lay on and not the right. It changes the way the heart falls on the side and the way the stomach fluids and everything. So you're always supposed to, if you're a side sleeper, you're always supposed to sleep on your side. Sleep on your back, depending on the mattress, it may be, may arch her back more than she likes, or it may not give her support. So the recliner, depending on if it gives her a little bit of back support, it may be a more comfortable thing to do. I like a recliner. I sleep in a recliner stuff. I like it for different reasons.
And my last question is about my little 2-year-old great-grand. He was born with severe eczema, and his face is raw all the time from scratching. It's just red. He's got eczema.
My granddaughter, this is what helped her eczema. There's 6 episodes on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie. If you go on the playlist on YouTube, Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, go on the playlist and go to eczema. You will see.
And his mother is
let's try it.
Okay.
So let's try to restore. Put some in it. If you can't get the oil in it, mix it with some applesauce or something, and have them take the restore.
Take it
a milliliter or 2
by mouth,
probably a milliliter,
then you can rub some of this on there
3 or 4 times a day, and then rub it. Put the Rejuvenate and Restore together. Rub it on the areas, and that will help. But by taking it internally, we're also working on it from the inside out, which is what I'm really trying to do.
Right.
And if
working on the inside out by taking
you can set up a counseling session. There's some other things that I'd recommend that could be good, because it's really an autoimmune response, and there's things that balance autoimmune. I think we do a good job at balancing the immune response.
Okay. Okay, he can hardly eat anything because he's allergic to everything, and it's terrible to watch.
Poor little guy.
Yeah, his immune system is going haywire, and that's why I think we could do him a lot of good and help balance that out.
Oh, that's good. Every time his
there's a children's colostrum that would do that could be really good for him too, and there's a children's fish oil. Children under 6 can't take both forms of fish oil, and so there's children's fish oil that I'm trying to remember if it's DHA or EPA that children under 6 are not supposed to take. So you look for children's fish oil that brings down the inflammation and helps with the skin and stuff. Too.
Okay.
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 We're going to run out of time here.
Thank you. Listen, let me point one thing out real quick. We're restoring mitochondria. As you age, you lose it. We're taking it back to the level you have as a kid. So why would a kid need our product? The kid may not have a lack of mitochondria. They can have damaged mitochondria, damaged from birth. And so repairing the mitochondria is many times just as important as restoring it, okay? So if anybody had that thought, that's the answer. There can be damaged mitochondria. Now we're going to go to Jim Morrison. Go ahead, Jim. Did you have a question? And I didn't mean to cut you off, Dr. Name.
That's okay. It's just anti-inflammatory.
I'm here. I have a friend on the line. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
can
hear you. Can you hear me? Yes, can we hear us?
Very clearly. Very clearly. I have a friend on the line that I dialed for her, and she wants to speak now. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead with your question.
Good evening. This is Queen Mother Carrier. This is for Dr. Joy. Dr. Joy, the salad combination that you spoke on earlier, I didn't hear all of your conversation. Can I post that and drink it?
Can you poach it and drink it? What was that?
Make it a puree?
Puree.
Rather than
definitely.
Okay.
Yes. Rather than eating it, you can. You're just, lessening the work of the stomach.
Yeah. Because I've been instructed by the Most High to do that. So I say, okay, let me just get it from the group.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, and may I make a
Great
suggestion
question.
may I make a suggestion to the young man who friend is vomiting all of his content when he eats? What I had done, because I worked with children. I was a volunteer in the children ward at the hospital I worked at. And we had someone with like similarity. And I never saw the boy before I went up that morning and he was going to be one of the ones that I was taking care of. The nurses didn't tell me his condition or what would happen. They just sent me in and wanted to see what would happen. So I went in and the Spirit told me to talk to him. I talked to him. He told me to take my hands and rub my hands together until they were warm to the touch. And when they got warm enough, I asked him, I said, can I touch you? I want to touch your belly. And he said, yes, because he got comfortable with me. And I just rubbed his belly in a circular movement and until I feel the heat in his belly. And then they brought his food in, and he ate. And all the nurses were waiting for him.
Right.
This guy, this little boy, to throw up. But he did not. And then when he didn't throw up, they came and asked me, what did you do? That he didn't do what? I said, do what? I didn't know. I said, why didn't you tell me that? To expect that you were willing to stand there and let me be drenched in vomit just for your amusement? I said, no, I treated him like he was human. That's what I did.
And another thing would happen, what happened is you probably caused the bowels to move down. Sometimes when the food won't stay down, it's because it's impacted from the large intestines, maybe back up towards the small intestines,
But if you rub in that stomach, it caused it to move down further. And so if we could get the bowels open so we could move some of the bowels out, you can find out people would be able to then hold the food because it had somewhere to go. If it can't travel down the tract from the stomach to the small intestines because it's impacted, it has no other place to go but back up and out. And
Well, there's
so
also
rubbing
something
the
to the
belly,
heat
go ahead.
Well, there's something to the heat that she produces. I've had that done to me before, and you could really feel the warmth being radiated from the person's body. They rub their hands together, and it's part of, is it rifing? It's not rife. I'm trying to remember. It's a Chinese method, and before they put their hands above the body or on the body, they rub the hands together and they increase the energy. And boy, that I've had that over my eyes. You can really feel the warmth. And so I think her energy helped balance his energy, because we're energetic, folks. Every cell of your body is a little energy machine with a little energy field around it, and your whole body has an energy field. Sometime if I ever do some of these, if I ever go out with Roger on the field, I'll show people how to see the energy field. And that's part of what we're doing here. But I don't want to, it sounds mystical or whatever you want to say. But that's what the halo was around Jesus. You could see his, it was so bright, it was easy to see. But we all have it to different degrees, and hers, her energy affected his. So.
Okay, listen, everybody, we got to keep moving on. Let me tell you what we're going to do now. We've got 10 more questions to get through. We need short questions with short answers. Short answers. Okay. And then we're going to encourage you to come back with these on Saturday. But really, one question, short answer, and let's buzz through this. We want everyone to feel appreciated. Shirley, Catherine, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
It is there.
It's almost 11 o'clock, yeah. Go ahead, Shirley.
Almost 10 where I am.
Shirley Casavan, are you there?
Yes, this is Shirley Casavan, yes. And I'm on all these amazing products, and they've overcome so many things for me for many years, and for me personally. But, you know, as you get older, things happen, and things inside are old too. And I'm having a terrible time with bile and gallbladder problems. I believe that's what it is. I wake up like I've got a high temperature, like 104 when I had COVID. I feel like awful. And I take my temperature, it's normal, but my body's feverish. And I have really a little discomfort under the right breast, wraps around to the back, under the rib cage. But when they did the CAT scan and ultrasound, they can't find anything. And I'm really scared to go in for any surgery because I don't want cut on anything. And so there's no normal bowel movement. And when I have anything, the inside's very hard as a rock, little things. And unless I take something, I don't have anything at all.
Okay.
I'm taking 8-10 prunes every night, and I'm doing everything I thought was right. But help me.
Let's try. I got an answer for you. Put you a good 2 teaspoons or up to a tablespoon of the Restore in the Rejuvenate, okay? And I shake that really good to mix it in. Now put that, some of that, say a good dime amount, in your belly button.
I just did that
2 or 3
ago.
times a day, and push it in and circle it around inside of the belly button. And then what else you're going to do is get up every morning and drink that quart of warm water and let it soak your colon. The gravity is going to pull it straight down all the way, stomach, small intestines to the colon, and it's going to soak your colon and walk like you're a majorette marching around the house to massage the colon so it'll let that water, warm water through. It's going to move those bowels. It's going to get that, get it all the way through, and the gravity will push those bowels through. I just believe that. It'll soak it. You're not drinking enough water. Thank you.
Well, I drink a gallon a day, and I do the warm water in the morning. That's something in England my mother taught me. I always do that, and I'm doing the belly button with the
put a little sea salt in it.
You know, the combination and everything. But I just want to know what else I can do.
Put a little sea salt and lemon in your water, and see. You won't have to drink as much water that way, but that will help the body also in moving that through.
And Dr. Joy said for her to walk around. She said for...
Tell you something I'm a believer in. This came from you, Dr. Dan. Coconut MCT oil.
Oh, love this. You're right about that.
Coconut MCT, now listen, you can get it at Walmart. You get it where the oils for cooking are. Coconut MCT oil, Better Body Foods. And listen, I take a swig. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful and incredible and natural, and it's just great. You can put it in your coffee. I just take it right out of the bottle. I don't have time for coffee, smoothies, that kind of stuff.
We'll have to talk
I'm going to try that.
Yeah, because
if you take too much of it, bitters will help.
As long as I go. But the doctors recommend Metamucil and fiber and all that stuff, and that
could make it worse. That could make it worse.
That's right.
If you're taking a lot of fiber in your intestines, it's not moving. It'll be like swallowing a baseball. You can also look at sour salt bitters. You can find those on Amazon, and the bitters will sometimes get everything moving. And black seed is one of the bitters, which we have in our product. But sour salt bitters, they don't taste good. You put in water, but tough it down. Okay.
Let us know. Keep us posted. Shirley's with us all the time. She's one of our power hitters. Suzanne Mason, I have unmuted you, Battle Creek. Go ahead with your question. Suzanne Mason. Suzanne, friends in 7-7.
Good evening. This is Suzanne. Good evening. I had a friend this morning today had her leg amputated. She's been a diabetic for many years. I can't give a status on how she's doing right now, but Dr. Joy and Dr. Dan, what would you suggest post-surgical for her?
Where is the cutoff? Is it the knee or up by the hip? Where did she lose her leg?
They wanted to get below the knee if possible. If not, it was going to be above the knee. I cannot get a status right now. I haven't been able to all day.
Well, we're going to visit one of the people who has used the product already. It was 22 months ago when this happened. The doctors wanted to cut his leg off at the knee, and they said if he wait weeks, a few more weeks, they would have to cut it off at the thigh. And guess what? They never made a cut at all.
But it's too late, Doc.
It's
already cut.
What are you? Oh, it's already cut, but you can't get a status at all.
However, the second leg, they're going to prepare to cut as well soon after her rehab.
Now that one, start treating it, and then the other one, if they can get to it, it'll be Band-Aid up. When it's unbandaged, start putting the Rejuvenate Gel with the Restore in it. But the leg that hadn't been cut, start putting that on there, and let's see if we can get that healed up before they cut the other leg. So that's what the main.
Propolis from the honeybees is what we use to shut down the gangrene on this guy's leg. And then we just start drinking that Restore. You see. This is before he was able to get
several times a day.
The brain and body pills, but he just started drinking it. And as soon as
they
She said the
released
brain and
him
body
from that
pills.
hospital is when we started loading in the Rejuvenate mixed in with the
And then rubbing this on multiple times a day.
And
Probably
he's been able
6
to
to 10
change
times
his
a day.
diet to an alkaline diet, more fruits and vegetables, but more vegetables than fruit. And he's been able to maintain. And that leg has not gotten sore again. They told him he would lose his leg or lose his life. And he chose not to let them cut it, and he has sustained his life, and everything has gone back to normal. But the propolis is what took out all the bacterial infection in that foot. He had a rotten foot.
Is that a liquid? I've heard of bee propolis.
It's thick. It's
That's
thick,
what it
thicker
is.
than honey. Yeah, honey, but thick, a little thicker.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know what
it
it
can
is.
come in a syrup. Yeah.
Yes.
That.
Okay.
But you also have the black seed and olive leaf, and really olive leaf is very powerful. We don't talk enough about it. But the olive leaf in there, along with olive oil and black seed, will also kill the pathogens. They have a good reputation. Black seed and olive leaf. Olive leaf has even been used on MRSA. I used to talk about it on my radio show on the research they've done. But anyway, Bill, I know we got to move quickly.
So she could eat the Restore. She could eat the Restore.
Yeah, but I would mix the Restore and the Rejuvenate Gel and start rubbing that in about 3 or 4 times a day if it's me. I'd try to be saving the other leg. And then as soon as they can, as soon as the Band-Aids and stuff are off and they can't get to it, I'd be putting that over on the stump of where it's been cut, so it heals up better and is more comfortable. Okay, Dale, I don't want to be doing this till 11 o'clock at night, so we got to get going.
No, we got 2 calls and we're done. We're just going to I've taken the screenshot. We're going to talk to Carol Martin. Carol, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with a very quick question, please.
In recent wellness calls and tonight, it was mentioned that if you drink soda with sugar in it or sweet, except for raw vegetables, everything today has sugar in it. I think it's hidden in there, and all you have to do is look at the label. But
that's not necessarily true. I avoid sugar as much as I can, and Dale does even a better job than I do of not having any sugar in his diet. You can eat. There's a lot of things you can eat that very low sugar, and and I sometimes use stevia by now, NOW.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't use the erythritol.
But you said that it affects the immune system for 6 to 12 hours later.
Yeah.
I ate a cookie and forgot. What? But that's a long period of time.
12 hours from now, you'll be on the way to cleanse.
Well, one cookie probably was going to have an effect on it. You ate a half a box of cookies, have a big effect on it. So it's a load of sugar. What we're talking about really is spiking the blood sugar so the insulin pours out, causes the inflammation and driving down of the T cells. So a little taste of sweet is not going to have much effect, if any. But a lot of sweet, like drinking a soda, because you're getting a lot more sugar in a soda than you think you are. And that's why they put the carbonation and salt in there. So you don't, or you wouldn't drink it. It would taste too much like this syrup.
Yeah, 7 to 12 teaspoons of sugar in a Coke.
Yeah, every ounce is a sugar cube. So every ounce is a sugar cube. See little kids
listen, you're right.
30.
Yeah, you're right, Carol. They put corn syrup in hot dogs. You got to read ingredients, and sugar's in everything. But when you find those things that are not sugary, you hang on to them and make them a major part of your food. And of course, anything processed is going to have sugar for the most part. And anything unprocessed that you cook and prepare, what's that?
Maltodextrose. They put in a lot of different things that have powder to keep it dry. It will affect your blood sugar worse than any of them. And I didn't know that. I thought, oh, it's not a big deal. It's a very big deal. So you got to learn how to.
Dr. Dan, you mentioned about orange juice. You said orange juice is just like eating a candy bar.
Wow.
Yeah, if you were going into a diabetic coma, I would, and I had to get your blood sugar up. I'd try to get some orange juice down your throat, or grapefruit juice, not grapefruit, but grape juice. Either one of those would jump your blood sugar real quick.
But how many people think they're doing the healthy thing?
Yeah,
right?
Oh, it's juice. It's a grape juice. It's an orange. Yeah, I know. Lemon juice is great.
Calories and putting on pounds. Yeah, I mean, it's just, we've been sold a bill of goods. Let me ask you real quick, which cigarette is most recommended by doctors? There's a cigarette you should smoke.
I think it depends on the doctor. Some said Marlboro, it was Lucky Strike. I thought
it was Camels. Camels were smoother, but Lucky Strike, that's the one doctors recommended. So, take what your doctors say with a grain of salt, but make sure it's Himalayan salt, otherwise it'll get you. Anyway. Great question, Karen.
If I'm taking
Go ahead,
3 or 4 times a day, it's no good if I had any sugar.
No, it's not that. No, it depends on what you're talking about.
Cancel it out.
No, it's still good, and it's a hell of a lot better than taking the sugar without it. It's they're gonna fight each other some, but it depends on the load of sugar. And now, if you're gonna sit down and eat some cake, you're not gonna do too good. But if you're gonna someone give you a little cookie and you bite a little cookie or a little mint or something, it's going to have a little effect, but it's not going to be a big effect. And so it's the load of sugar. It takes a certain amount to the blood sugar go start driving up the like a roller coaster, start really pushing that up high and driving it way down. And when it drives way down, that's when it causes inflammation and high blood pressure and repression of the immune system. It all happens in the same process. I'm not saying never taste anything sweet. Just don't overload on it. Just don't. Be real careful about it.
Everything in moderation.
And a rear thaw is another one that it's not supposed to affect you, but it sticks the red blood cells together. It packs them together. It can be a problem. I didn't know that either. Recently, they thought that was a safe one.
Great concern, a great question, though, Carol. Great stuff. Here's our last question, everybody. We're going to let you go for the night. Lauren Groening. Lauren in Kansas. I think it's Kansas City or Kansas. Lauren, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Lauren,
are you there?
Oh, yes, here I am. Hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
About a year and a half ago, I instantly lost much of my vision in my right eye, and an MRI said it was a swollen optic nerve. And so my doctor, about 6 months later, said it had come down considerably, but I still don't have the vision back. Would there be anything with your products that would help that?
Are you putting any of the Petlife in your eye yet? Have you done that yet?
No, I haven't done that. I just have what is the other stuff called? Just
Restore.
The
Restore. There's Rejuvenate.
You can do Restore.
You can do
it's just going to sting a little bit while your eyes open.
The citrus oils are going to burn more.
Yeah.
So we say people that may prefer
close your eyes real quick.
But either one will work. Stinging. And we learned from Edward Mann that if you keep your eyes closed for about 5 to 10 minutes, then you won't feel the burn. And my theory on that is that if you keep your eyes open and the cornea membrane will be more porous, and oxygen will get in there and burn the nerve. It won't hurt you. It just stings. But so try to keep your eye closed. But drop that in, and also mix the Restore or the Petlife into your Rejuvenate Gel. Rub that around your eyelid.
Like you've seen me do it several times. I'll do it again.
Rub it around the eye socket. Do that 3 or 4 times a day. And that will help a great deal,
this
as
is
well as
putting
I've
done it
a little
since we've been
one
on
drop
the call.
in your eye. And so lay back and look at it and drop 1 drop in, and that'll help. Try to do it without getting on your eyelashes, and so you won't get a residue of a little.
Well, we've had eyesight is one of the things that responds quickest in an amazing way is the eyes and the eyesight, because there's so much mitochondria in the eyes.
Most mitochondria is in your eyes.
Again, everybody, use the library. We've given it to you. There's testimonials of a 69-year-old truck driver got his CDL license back because his night vision came back. There's James Morrison in Ontario, Canada, who said, Dale, for the first time in 5 years, I can see the food on my plate and my wife's face. There's a minister who had gone blind. Kind of like Ray Charles went blind. A minister who had gone blind, and he talks about seeing one of his parishioners in the front row wearing a red outfit. He couldn't see much more, but he knew she was wearing a red outfit. Eyes can have a tremendous response. So
getting on the product.
Take our stuff, combine it with your DNA. Let's see what happens.
I have a customer that his
son
tried a product, and his response as soon as he took the product was, whoa, because his eyesight changed immediatly. Now, me putting the product on, now I'm using it mixed, but when I first had my response and had, I was using it straight.
We would have
never told you my eyesight changed, and they took the restriction off of my driver's license, okay?
Oh, really?
So even if you use it straight, it's great. But if you use it mixed, then you have the 44 ingredients from the Restore Oil mixed with what the ingredients
so
in
many
here.
people have things happen. It sounds like
even stronger.
I did this, and a day later, this was happening. Remember Ron Long getting shots in his eyes for retinopathy? I mean, a horrible experience. And but after 6 months, his doctor said, "I don't see a sign of the disease in your eyes. You don't need these shots." So certain things, certain people can take longer. And as Ron says, 6 months, he'd have spent 6 years if he could have stopped getting shots in his eyes. So we want everything to happen quicker, but the fact that it happens is the win. So stick with it.
And how many times a day? How many times a day would you
twice a day at least? You're fighting an issue. Anytime you're fighting an issue. Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
No, I think you're right, Dale. I think probably the drop, I think most people just do it once a day. They may do it twice. I think once a day is fine. And then, but you can put it around your eye and around the eye socket 3 or 4 times a day. Okay.
Y'all see me put it around my eyes at least 3 times just as I've been on this conference call.
Okay. Yeah. I just did it just a little bit ago while we were talking.
Okay. Listen, everybody, I want to thank you so much for sticking with us. I've taken a screenshot. Jim and Ivy and Don, Edward Mann, I'm going to call you individually. If you come on Saturday's call, the nutritional call, I'll make sure all 4 of you are the first ones called on with your questions. But we've got to let it go. It's already, it's after 11 back east. And thank you, everyone, for staying with us. Listen, you're the reason we're here. You're the best part of MoreMito. Anything we can do to help you, you let us know. The phone number's at the bottom of your website, 509-593-3300. We're here to help you. Dr. Dan,
customer service number.
Dr. Joy, thank you both for sticking with us. And everybody get out there and meet Roger one-on-one.
Hey, guys, was that not an awesome conference call? Did you not learn a lot? Okay, if you really listened, you should have learned a lot. I hope that you took a lot of notes. If you need to go back and re-listen to it, then you can go on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, go on the playlist, go on the conference calls, and it should be there. As long as it came out clear, it'll be on Success and Stephanie as well. And we were live on Facebook as well. So we hope that you have enjoyed everything that you've heard. If you have not gone out and created your free customer website, remember you have to be referred by somebody. So Stephanie Alford is personally referring you. Unless somebody else invited you, then you want to go to www.moremito.com/S Alfred. That's moremito.com/SALFORD. Then you want to click join. Then you want to click referring customer. And then you'll complete the information. It'll just ask for you to pick a username. Your username is going to be part of your website. So you don't want to pick something that's too long, and you cannot use an email address as your username. So like my username is S Alford, right? So it's going to be moremito.com/whatever your username is. So after you pick your username, then you're going to put your email address in the spot for the email address. Then you choose a password. Then it'll ask you for your name, address, phone number, and click that you're not a robot, and you click that you read the policies, and then submit it, and your website's up just like that, guys. Once you've created your free customer website, then you want to go and order your brain and body bundle, right? In that bundle, you get the Renew Brain and Body capsules. That's a 30-day supply. You get your Restore Oil and your Rejuvenate Gel. It's a 30-day supply. So as you heard, some people are taking it more than once a day. This is taking it once a day. If you're going to take it, well, the capsules you take or you take 2 a day. If you're going to take it more than once a day, then you need to order 2 bundles. Okay, 3 times a day, 3 bundles, and so on. So you can take as much as you want. It's considered a food, so you can never take too much. But now, if you need more information on it, or the Renew Body and Mind bundle, you can always text me at 817-320-2571. But you can also go on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie. Go on the playlist. Make sure you subscribe while you're there. Go on the playlist, and there's information. There's a playlist that says tools. There's a lot of information. You know, y'all, we don't do conditions, but because people keep asking, oh, does it help with this condition? Does it help that condition? Because that's what y'all are used to. Y'all are used to conditions, right? You're not used to mitochondria, right? So again, that's what we're doing. We're teaching you how to build your mitochondria up. So when you go on the playlist, you're going to see a lot of different conditions. The reason why that's there is because a lot of you want to know, does it help with cancer? Does it help with diabetes? Does it help your eyesight? You name it. Eczema, you name it. Well, when you go on the playlist and you go down, you see those different conditions, then you'll see testimonials of people that have had those conditions and how it has helped them, okay? So we hope that you have enjoyed this episode, and we hope that you have gone and created your free customer website. Again, if not, you can, if you need the link sent to you, I'll send a link to you. If you'll text me at 817-320-2571 and just put on their MM link. I know that's MoreMito link. I know that you want the link so that you create your free customer website. If you want more information, again, go to the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, and there's tons of information there. And again, we hope that you have enjoyed this episode. And if you want to get part 1, go to the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, and you will hear part 1. This was actually part 2. Part 1 was Saturday. Part 2 was tonight. All right. And then we'll have a different topic on Monday. But if you want to listen to previous conference calls, you will go under the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, go on the playlist, and go to conference calls, and you can hear previous conference calls. So again, we want to thank you guys. And if you have not created your free website, go ahead and create your free website. If you need me to text you that link, text 817-320-2571 and put MM link. Y'all have a blessed one.